Want real, confident conversations? Don't wait until you're advanced. Today, we're sharing a master list of English you can use today. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video with a friend. Here we go!
Hey Liam, let me ask you something. Why do you think so many people study English for months or even years, but still freeze up when it's time to actually talk?
Honestly, Emma, it's because people get stuck collecting lists of random words. They store them in their heads, but never actually use them in real life.
Totally. So what are we doing differently in today's video to help everyone finally break that habit and feel good speaking?
No big fancy words or boring rules today. We're going straight for practical phrases that anyone watching can start using right away. Like, literally today.
Love that. But tell us, why is using a phrase immediately so much better than just memorizing a dictionary?
Because English only sticks when you bring it out into the world.
So you're saying nobody needs to wait until they're advanced to start having a real conversation?
Oh, absolutely not. That's a total myth. Even if you're just starting out, if you know the right handy phrases, you can already have a great chat.
If you had to wrap up today's golden rule in just one sentence, what would it be?
Short and sweet. Learn it today, use it today. That's it.
Perfect. Let's jump right into something we all do every single day, sharing our thoughts. What's the easiest, most natural way to give an opinion?
The absolute best one to start with is the classic, I think.
But Liam, isn't that a bit too simple? Why does it help so much?
Because we give our opinions on everything all the time, right? And the coolest thing about I think is that you can drop it into almost any everyday situation. It's a total lifesaver.
Give us a quick example so we can see how it sounds.
Sure. Something like, I think learning English is easier when you practice every day. See? Super easy.
Wow, that really is simple. But does speaking that simply really work? Can people actually communicate well like that?
100%. At the end of the day, talking to someone isn't about using big words to show off. It's just about getting your point across clearly.
Makes total sense. So, what's another good one for when you want to share your mind with a little more punch?
Another awesome option is, I believe.
And how does I believe change the vibe compared to I think?
It just sounds a bit stronger. It shows you really mean what you're saying, which gives you that nice little boost of confidence.
Oh, I like that. Can you give us an example using that one? Something people can actually say today?
For sure. You could say something like, I believe consistency is way more important than talent.
Love that, and it's so true. But why do you think simple phrases like I think and I believe make someone sound so much more natural?
Honestly, it's just because that's how native speakers actually talk.
Got it. Now, what if someone needs to step it up a bit? Say they want to sound a little more formal, but still keep it clear.
In that case, a great go-to is, in my opinion.
Nice. Where would someone actually drop, in my opinion, in real life?
Think about meetings at work, a classroom discussion, or basically any time you want to share your point of view in a super polite and respectful way.
Can you throw that into a quick sentence for us?
Easily. You could say, in my opinion, the best way to get better at speaking is just daily practice.
Clean and professional. Now, let's talk about a huge fear a lot of learners have, being wrong or not knowing the exact answer. What can they say when they aren't 100% sure about something?
Oh, there's a perfect, super easy word for that. Maybe.
Maybe is a classic. Why is it such a lifesaver for daily chats?
Because, let's face it, in real life, we don't have all the answers. Maybe is just a super relaxed way to say, hey, I'm not totally sure, but here's a thought.
Give us one last realistic example of how to use it casually.
Super simple. Maybe I'll study some English after dinner tonight. Just like that.
That makes total sense. But tell me, is it really okay for learners to use uncertainty words if they're trying to sound confident?
Oh, absolutely. Being confident doesn't mean you have to know everything.
I love that perspective. So, what's another good word to use when something is likely to happen, but you're still not 100% sure?
Probably is the perfect word for that.
Why do you think native speakers use probably so much in everyday chats?
Because life is full of predictions and expectations. We rarely talk about things with absolute certainty, so probably helps you express those possibilities naturally.
Can you give us a quick example of how it sounds in a normal sentence?
For sure. You could say, I'll probably watch an English video later tonight.
It's crazy how simple these expressions are. Why do you think so many learners overlook them and focus on searching for super advanced vocabulary instead?
Honestly, it's because a lot of people think that using big, difficult words automatically makes them sound like better speakers.
So, what's the main takeaway from this first part of the lesson before we move on?
Just remember that super simple expressions like, I think, I believe, in my opinion, maybe, and probably are absolute gold. You can literally start dropping them into your daily conversations right now.
So, the goal isn't to cram hundreds of words into your brain today, but just to get really good at using a few handy expressions right away.
Every single fluent speaker started by keeping it simple before moving on to the complex stuff.
Love that. Now that we've got sharing opinions down, what happens when someone asks us a question and our brain just needs a quick second to catch up before answering?
Oh, that happens all the time. Luckily, there are some great natural phrases that buy you a little thinking time while still making you sound totally confident.
What's one of the easiest ones to use when you just need a few seconds to gather your thoughts?
One of the absolute best ones is, let me think.
Simple enough. Why is "let me think" such a lifesaver in daily chats?
Because it sounds natural and polite, and it instantly signals to the other person, hey, I'm processing your question. It keeps the conversation alive.
Can you give us a quick example of how that sounds in a real conversation?
Sure. If someone asks about your future plans, you could just say, let me think. I'd really like to travel more next year.
Oh, that flows so nicely. Does using a phrase like that help with speaking anxiety?
Huge time. It completely takes away the pressure of feeling like you have to answer instantly. It gives you a moment to breathe.
That is such a great hack. What's another handy phrase learners can use when they just need a moment to get their thoughts together?
Another excellent one is, good question.
It's so simple, but why does it sound so natural when you say it?
Because it shows you're actually listening. It acknowledges what the other person asked while giving your brain a few extra seconds to cook up an answer.
Do native speakers actually say "good question" that often?
Oh, all the time. You'll hear it regularly in casual chats with friends and in professional meetings at work. It's universally useful.
Can you show us how it sounds in action?
Sure. If someone asks what skill you'd like to work on, you could just say, "Good question. I'd really love to become a better public speaker."
Wow, that sounds incredibly natural and relaxed.
Exactly. And that's exactly why it's such a valuable phrase to have in your back pocket.
Now, what should learners do when they genuinely have no clue what the answer is?
In that case, keep it honest and just say, "I'm not sure."
I know some learners worry that saying, "I'm not sure," makes them sound like they don't know enough. Is that true?
Not at all. Being honest sounds way more natural than trying to fake it or making up an answer. It just makes you sound human.
Totally agree. Now, what phrase can learners use when a question isn't just a simple yes or no?
One of the absolute best expressions for that is, "It depends."
Why is "it depends" such a powerful phrase to know?
Because real life is rarely black and white. Most situations are kind of complex, and this phrase lets you give a balanced answer without backing yourself into a corner.
Can you give us a practical example of how to use it?
For sure. If someone asks if working from home is better than working in an office, you could just say, "It depends on the person and the job."
That is so versatile. It feels like a phrase you could use in almost any conversation.
Exactly. And that's why it's so incredibly valuable for anyone learning the language.
What about those tiny micro expressions? Are there any super small words or sounds that still make you sound way more natural?
Oh, definitely. Even a simple sound like, plays a huge role.
Really? Why would a tiny sound like matter so much when you're talking?
Because it's a universal signal that you're processing the thought.
That's so interesting. Love that. Now that our viewers have some solid English they can use every single day, what's the next step to sounding even more fluent?
Well, next up, we're going to talk about something everyone does every single day, our morning routine. We'll show you exactly how to speak about your morning in English without getting stuck or sounding like a textbook.
Oh wow, talking about the morning? That is perfect. See you guys over there. Bye.
Bye.